Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's C8 Saviors here. Just wanted to bring you this short, this commentary video because my computer is completely shot, so I can't do any tributes until I get a new one, and who knows how long that will be. And I'd like to say sorry for pretty much being non-existent on YouTube, like uploading and stuff. It's just really haven't been in just really wasn't inspired all that much and was kind of just doing other things like working and such. But besides that point, main reason I'm making this video is just because I wanted to talk to you guys about Kung Fu Panda 3 and its trailer. First off, I'd like to say the trailer overall looks really good. The animation itself is looking crisp and clear, and you can see all the fine details that DreamWorks put into it, which I really like seeing because it just shows that the company is just making sure they make the best movie they can possibly do. Make the best movie they can possibly make for their audience, which I appreciate. And DreamWorks has always done that, as well as Pixar. And another thing about the trailer I'd like to talk about is it's pretty much just what it's been giving us. You know, we already knew that it was going to be mostly based around Po meeting his father and going to the Panda Village. I'm really interested to see how Kai plays out, the new villain in this. He looks pretty formidable. His stature's pretty tremendous, and from the way he fights, he kind of fights like Shin. Looks like he's pretty ruthless in what he does, and he's just out to, pretty much just wipe everyone out, and just either like take vengeance on the valley or the warriors as a whole, and just be the ruler. And what I found pretty cool was during that one scene in the trailer where he completely lifted that statue of Oogway and just tossed it completely through the Jade Palace, which just really goes to show how strong this guy is and what he can do as a villain. And so it's gonna be interesting to see him fight and just see what his main goal is. Like, why he has come back? Because apparently he was a student of Oogway, so maybe he's come back just to wreak vengeance on the valley for what happened in the past. Maybe he just hated his master for something that happened. Who knows? But either way, Shifu and his students, they're gonna have to deal with him. And it looks like that's gonna be a problem because what I found interesting was just how beat up Tigress was when she was talking to Po, because it seems like she really got beat up from fighting Kai and his army, or just one of the two, which kind of sucks, to be honest, because I know she's like really strong, all the five are. It kind of seems like keep getting the short end of the stick as the movies progress, just because they're a great team, but it just seems like Poe's usually in the spotlight, and I know why, he's a protagonist and such. Protagonists are usually in the spotlight, but I like to see just DreamWorks, like give the five a shot, show what they're really capable of, at least like doing some damage to the enemy. And you know what, maybe they will, because we haven't seen that much, but it's just going by what I've seen so far. And another thing about this trailer is I wonder how much time we're going to spend in the Panda Village. Probably mostly through the home, probably half the movie, just because that's probably where the final battle is going to take place. We're going to get introduced to all these new Panda characters, the relationships that Poe is gonna have with them, such and such. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because I kind of want to see who's on that village, and who's he gonna meet and such. And that's another thing, because I've heard from Lego Fan 506 and a lot of others about this arranged marriage in the movie between Poe and a Mei. If that is happening, that'll be interesting to see, because that kind of brings me into my next thing about this trailer, is the TIPo. TIPo moments, you could say. Because in the trailer, we don't see a whole lot of TIPo moments. And that kind of sucks for us TIPo fans, because ever since the second movie, we've been waiting these years to see if the third one's going to bring them together. And if DreamWorks does intend to have Po and Tigress happen, this arranged marriage scene could be the very thing that could bring them together. The only reason I'm saying that is just because we all know what happens with arranged marriages. It leads into something new. You know, it makes the other confess their feelings for the one that they really love. That for being for Po, saying, you know, May's nice and all, but Dad, Tigress is the one that I want to be with for the rest of my life. And if that happens, oh my gosh, I can guarantee you all of us are going to be like freaking squirming in our chairs and stuff, and just like being like we're probably going to be like, finally. But I just don't know. I want to be excited for TIPo in this, but at the same time, I'm not getting my hopes up. Just because I don't know if the five are going to get that much screen time in this movie. Because I've heard from, you know, Lego Fan and others, they are not getting that much screen time. I hope that's not true. Because I'd like to see more of them, you know. I like to see all the warriors together, you know, just hanging out and having fun. It what makes, it's, you know, it develops them more and more as we go along. But if that is the case, we may have to wait some more years before TIPo happens, if they're going to happen. I hope they do, but that's up to DreamWorks to decide, and we can only either like what they do or just not, you know, not like it at all. That's the only options we got. But if you think about it, if they don't happen in the third movie, and the fourth movie, we could be they could focus completely on Po and Tigress, because maybe in the fourth movie we're gonna be exploring Tigress's past a lot more in depth. You know, maybe learn about her parents. Maybe they come back just like Poe's father did, and when we learned about his mom and such, that could happen for Tigress, which could lead to a whole new thing. But it would be interesting to see, just because in the second movie, Tigress comforted Po as he was coming to terms with his past. It could be a complete reversal. Po could comfort Tigress. We would see her walls drop. You know, that cage around her heart could deteriorate and such. I think that would be cool, because I like to see more emotion from her, and we've been getting that, but I like to see more of it as a whole. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much just my thoughts on this trailer, and, you know, possible TIPo happening in this movie, possibly not. I mean, if not much we can do except hope for the next movie that they will happen. But yeah, I'm excited for the movie. I'm gonna watch it in theaters, just like I've done with the others. Just tell me what you guys think about it. You guys excited for this third movie? And if so, what about it makes you excited? If TIPo doesn't happen in the third movie, how would you have TIPo happen in the fourth movie? What kind of plot would you make that wouldn't make them feel rushed, you know, but in a way have it lead up to the big payoff, because that's what we want. We want a really good payoff for the wait. You know, we don't want it to feel like it was rushed just because, oh, fans wanted it. Let's do it. Which I know they wouldn't do. They wouldn't. But yeah, thanks for listening, guys. I know my voice sucks and stuff, but this is the best I can do for right now. Alright, thanks for listening, and see you later.